So do you love clearing away snow? Check this out. Welcome back to another Jeff Reviews for you. And as you saw, we are looking at the Worx battery powered snow blower. You know what? I could not think of a better place to try this out than right here in Buffalo, New York. Enough talking about this product. Let's get right into the review. Here's our Worx 40-volt electric snow blower. And of course, this does not come in a different box. So if you're ordering for someone, they will know exactly what it is when it gets delivered. I will say there is minimal installation and setup. And then of course, we have to charge our batteries. Let's open this up and then set up our snow blower. This is what we see as soon as we unbox it. There's just a couple pieces on top that we're going to have to put together. I kind of wish that the battery pack was right here on top so I can have the batteries charging when I'm setting this up, but they're not. So we'll have to dig through this to set it up and charge our batteries. At the very bottom of the box, we found another box that contains our charger and our batteries. So let's go plug these into charge and then do the quick setup. I think it's just the handles and the blower chute, and then we're done. As I've been unboxing this, I've noticed that all the parts have seemed like they've been made from high quality materials until I got to this chute. This thing seems like it's cheap plastic. So I do like that you can just adjust it this way, but I am worried about this piece because, well, it just seems flimsy. Now we're going to install the clamps onto the arms, but first we have to take these pieces off, and there is the nut on the inside. So we're actually going to go through the hole, put this on the other side, tighten it down. Of course, they have this cool little clamp. I'll show you how that works. Of course, you can see it's clamp, washer, then this side the nut goes on. We're going to push this through, tighten that down just a little bit. I found that when I got to this point, it's easier just to twist the clamp because then the nut on this side is pulling into the housing. And then when I'm done, I can push this up and connect it and it's tight. We're gonna do that on both sides so that the lower handle is installed, and then we'll install the upper handle. This is our first look at the blade, and I'm actually a little nervous now. This is completely plastic. I thought this part at least would have been metal. Now we're gonna install the chute adjuster. So we just fit the piece right through the hole. It slides all the way down to attach to the very bottom with a cotter pin. The only problem is I think my snowblower was missing a bag where there's a screw and a cotter pin that I need, so I'm gonna have to pick that up later. Anyway, so we'll show you how to install that when I get a cotter pin. Now we're gonna put the actual chute in, and when I go pick up a screw, I'm gonna put it right in here just to hold it in tight. All right, I'll show you a few things. Mine didn't come with any clamps or clips here to hold down the wire, so I just got a couple cable ties or zip ties. I also put my own cotter pin in here and tightened it down right down in this section. I also picked up a little screw right there just to hold the chute in place. The opening here is about 19 inches by 12 inches, and so the idea is the snow is just going to be funneled into the blade right here and shut up through the chute. Batteries are just easily installed, slipping them in, and then you can see you have a full battery indicator right there. Check this out. We have headlights on the front. How awesome is that? To turn it on, you actually push this button, then you pull the handle back, and it fires up. I can let the button go and hold the handle, but once I want to stop it, I let the handle go. I know it seems self-explanatory, but I wanted to show you the chute adjustment. You use this lever right here, and it's supposed to adjust the chute. Although it's there, ready for you, it is pretty difficult to turn. Watch this. Something you definitely have to put effort into. I'm gonna clear the snow off of this patio. As you can see, it's about a foot deep. We'll see how the Worx snowblower deals with this mess. It should be known this is more of a powdery snow, so it's not thick and heavy, so I'm not thinking this snowblower should have much issue. Here goes nothing. I should say that it is manually push, so you have to push it through the snow. It looks like it's clearing stuff. Let's come back and check it out. Oh, I even hear some ice in there. Since it's a little taller, what I'm doing is I'm angling it so I can get to the snow thrower there, and then I'm going to come back and get some more of it. I've been running into a few issues. I think that the snow might be too tough actually for the snow thrower, and I keep stalling it. So let's try it again. Pushing it through, it's real difficult to manage there, but it is clearing the way, but it just takes a lot of effort. See there? I just stalled it out. So if I get a little bit of the top, come back, do the bottom. Same thing, a little of the top, come back, get the bottom. Just a matter of minutes, I was able to clear this one little path. It did take some effort of pushing and lifting it and restarting it, but it is cutting through the snow. I think if this was maybe 5 inches, this thing would cruise, but right now, this is having difficulty. All right, I think I'm getting the hang of this. So after I got that first initial path cleared, now I'm only going half as much over instead of a whole width, and therefore I've not stalled. Let me show you. I'm just gonna go into the snow a little bit, maybe a little less than half, and just clear it out. And therefore, the snowblower is now able to better manage the snow, and I can just go pick up some of this left over here afterward. So tell me, what are your thoughts of this cordless battery powered snowblower? Is it something that you would use? Not so much? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. I also like that due to the design, I can get right up against the house, and right here is even a screen door, and I'm not worrying about damaging it. I've been working now for 20 minutes clearing off this patio, and I think it did a pretty good job. This patio is 15 by 10 square feet, so about 150 square feet. The sad part, after 20 minutes of use, the snowblower batteries went completely dead, so plan accordingly. You get about 20 minutes of use, and then you have to recharge the batteries. Of course, we judge a snowblower by its performance. As you can see, this went completely down to the concrete and scraped it clean. That is pretty impressive to me. I like having a nice clean surface. All right, so let's charge these batteries. I am a little concerned because the batteries are warm. Let's see what happens when we plug them in. See that red blinking light? That means we cannot charge them until the batteries have cooled completely down. So let's take them off and we'll come back and charge them later. I've used this now through a few battery cycles, and I wanted to show you the blade because this does worry me. There's some nicks and scratches and scrapes coming right out, and so in my opinion, over time it's going to get more and more of those, and then of course it won't work as well. I wanted you to see what this looked like at night using the light. Of course here there's no light. Let's turn it on. See, it's pretty bright. Although this is a pretty decent little machine for a battery operated unit, it's definitely not something that's going to replace a gas powered unit. One, based on the power, right, the battery, and two, based on the size. It's kind of small for bigger jobs. That being said, I can see this used for patios and sidewalks. It's pretty convenient. In this video, we are looking at the Worx 40-volt battery-operated snowblower. So what did I think of it? First things first, let's talk about that price point. Just over $400, and that's the price that I paid for it. I thought it was kind of high. I've actually seen other gas-powered models that run right around that same price point. Don't get me wrong, I really like the feature of using battery power to whatever, mow the lawn, or this case, shovel or plow the driveway, but in my experience, it only lasted 20 minutes per charge, and that really is not enough. I thought it did a really good job scraping away the surface of the snow, even some really, really deep snow. I thought it got it right down to the hard surface, and that to me is very important. Now, something I would have loved to have seen, one, is a longer battery life, and two, man, it was really hard to push through some of that snow because the wheels are not powered. You have to push them yourself, and that was a little frustrating too. In the end, with a little bit of effort, I do think it did a good job. I just wish it could have given me a little more. If this is something that interests you, I will leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. And of course, my favorite way to relax after some hard work is with some buffalo chicken pizza. Doesn't that look delicious? I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the Worx battery-powered snowblower. You know what? I've reviewed other Worx products. What I'm going to do is I'm going to link the lawnmower that I have right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm going to join you at that review. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.